Today we are going to discuss a short story written by Katherine Mansfield called The Doll House. It is a short story that explores themes of social class and prejudice through the lens of childhood. The story is set in New Zealand in a small rural community and revolves around the Burnell family. It specifically focuses on the children's interactions and the social dynamics with their school. Before jumping into the plot summary, let's learn about the characters in this story. First is the Burnell family, which includes three girls. Isabel Burnell, who is the eldest of the Burnell children, who is given authority due to her age and social standing. Second is Kezia Burnell, the youngest Burnell child, more empathetic and sensitive than her sisters. And the third is Lottie Burnell, the middle child, follows her older sister's lead. The other characters in the story are the Kelvis. The Kelvis include the Lil Kelvy, the elder of the Kelvis sister, described as stout and docile, and the second is Els Kelvy, the younger Kelvy sister, quiet and often clinging to her sister. Now let's directly jump into the plot summary. The story begins with the Burnell children receiving a beautiful doll's house as a gift. It's lavishly detailed with exquisite furnishings and a lamp that particularly fascinates Kezia Burnell. The doll's house becomes a symbol of wealth and privilege. At school, Isabel, Lottie, and Kezia, the Burnell family's three daughters, excitedly tell their classmates about the doll's house. Isabel, being the oldest, decides who can come to see it. Their social standing allows them to choose which children are deemed worthy of visiting their house. The Kelvis, that is Lil and Els, come from a poor family. Their father is rumored to be in prison and their mother is a washerwoman. Because of their low social status, they are ostracized by the other children and even the teachers. Despite the prevailing attitudes, Kezia feels empathy for the Kelvis. She doesn't understand why they are treated differently. She eventually defies social norms by inviting Lil and Els to see the doll's house at their big mansion. Now let's talk about the visit. One afternoon, while her sisters are not around, Kezia spots the Kelvis passing by and invites them into the courtyard to see the doll's house. Lil Kelvy and Els Kelvy are initially hesitant but are drawn to the house. Kezia shows them the inside and they are particularly taken by the little lamp. Their visit is cut short when Aunt Beryl, who is one of the Burnell family's adult women, discovers them and angrily shoos the Kelvis away, reprimanding Kezia for her kindness. Aunt Beryl's reaction underscores the rigid social divisions and her own internalization of these prejudices. As Lil Kelvy and Els Kelvy walk away, Els Kelvy, who is the elder sister, quietly expresses her joy by whispering, "I have seen the little lamp," to her sister. This moment highlights the impact of Kezia's small act of kindness and the emotional significance of the doll's house, particularly lamp, to the Kelvy sister. With this, the story comes to an end. Now let's discuss the important themes of the story. The first important theme is social class and prejudice. The story illustrates the rigid class distinctions and prejudices in the early 20th century. The Kelvys are marginalized due to their socio-economic status, highlighting the cruelty and unfairness of such divisions. The second important theme is innocence and empathy. Kezia's actions represent innocence and empathy in contrast to the entrenched social prejudices held by the adults and other children. The third important theme is symbolism. The doll's house symbolizes the wealth and privilege of the Bernals, while the little lamp symbolizes hope, warmth, and the small acts of kindness that can bridge social divides. The last important theme is childhood cruelty. The behavior of the children towards the Kelvies reflect the learned prejudices of their parents, showing how societal attitudes are perpetuated throughout generations. The Doll's House is a poignant critique of social stratification and a call for compassion and empathy across social boundaries. Mansfield's delicate portrayal of childhood innocence and cruelty makes this story a powerful commentary on the social issues of her time.